Good morning, my fellow Africans and the world at large. This is Emmanuel Mensah once again coming into your homes and your minds with a message of empowerment and enlightenment, all the way from Ontario, Canada. Today is the 2nd of April in the year 2022, and the Bible says, "This is the day the Lord has made. We should be glad and rejoice in it." And for that matter, I take this opportunity to invite the whole world, anyone, any man or woman listening to my voice, to join me, to give thanks and to rejoice in the day that God has granted unto us. And life in general, life is beautiful. Life is wonderful. Life is a beautiful to celebrate and enjoy. Today, I'm going to talk to you about self image. What is the self image that you hold in your mind about yourself? What is the concept of yourself that you hold in your mind? I'm not talking about what people are telling you or what you are trying to copy from people, but deep within your heart of heart, and that is what we call your below consciousness, your subconscious level. What do you believe or what do you see yourself to be? And it is the self image or images that we hold in our minds, both at our collective level and the individual level, that creates our reality. It does not matter what we do on the outside. And so our lives can be compared to an ignorant man who is using a wheelbarrow and a water hose. He has his wheelbarrow full of sand, and at the same time, he wanted to water his garden. Ignorantly, he placed the wheel of the wheelbarrow on the water hose and then turned the tap on. And we all know that once there is a blockade on the hose, the water cannot run through to the sprinkler. So the ignorant man, without the knowledge about how this is operate or the arrangement is, goes about beating about the bush, looking for the solution, whilst it is his own problem. Or even sometimes it could even be your foot that you actually step on it. If you're not knowledgeable how the whole thing works, you will be there forever. But you are the one actually creating the situation. Or it could be seen as someone who is ignorant about how the mower works, electric mower. For the electric mower to work on your lawns, you need a power source. But there is a cable that you must connect the power source to the mower. And the arrangement is that so long as you keep the cable away from the blades of the mower, you will have power running through the machine to do whatever you want. But by your own ignorance or your fault, if you allow the blades to run over the cable, it means you cut the power source off and the machine will stop. So, with an ignorant man or woman, he will go about looking for the answer from all angles without looking at the cable. He or she is the cause of the problem. And this is our life. Many or most people, if not all, we are running our life in this, just like this scenario. We are at it, and as a matter of fact, our own sabotage. And I will call it self sabotage. We are self sabotaging ourselves by what we hold dear in our minds, our subconscious mind about ourselves. So the image that you hold in your mind about yourself, what do you see yourself, is what you will be, but not what people are telling you, or it's not what you are doing on the outside. You can dress yourself, you can buy the most expensive things to wear. That will not improve your self-image unless you change it from your inside. That is your within. And it's unfortunate that we have been brought up, or we have been, we've been trained to believe that whatever thing that is popular is the right thing. And so when most people come to you, they're in difficulties, and they come to you and you tell the person, you need to rise above it, forgive the person. Then the person turn around and tell you that you are mean-spirited. You haven't actually emotionalized. You haven't helped the person to sit down to lambast the other one who has done any other thing to him or her. But as a matter of fact, you are only giving the person the right perspective. But society has come to the level where that we are in the blame culture. So we always want to apportion blames to people. We want to hang people for their wrongdoings, but that is not the way. The only way for self-empowerment and liberation from all kind of evil or ill treatment by other people is to forgive and release the person. But this is the last thing that people want to hear. So it is the same as that. And so the book of Proverbs 14:12 says that there is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. And this Bible quotation is the key to our lives. If you are a man or woman that you are living and organizing your life based on the popular view, then you are on the wrong side. Because the truth is not always with the popular view, but the truth is what you feel deep within yourself. Sometimes we do some of these things just to fit in, but within ourselves, there is our intuitions, our conviction telling us that no, this is not right for you. So even some people, they even confess that I don't feel good, but I have to do it so that I will be accepted by all. In that case, the Bible quotation, or the book of Proverbs, is reminding you that the way you are going, it seems right in the minds and the eyes of men and women, but it is leading you to death, because you will end up destroying your life. And so we are told that we have gone through a lot. We have been that, this and this has happened to us. And for that matter, we have every right to hold people hostage in our minds. We have every right to look at the situation as something that has put us in a certain category. So some people will say, for me, I was born into a poor family, so there is no way that I can make it. Some people too will say that, for me, I do not have this and that, therefore I have given up. And they go about with this image. And at the same time, these people will go every day breaking the grounds, breaking their backs, working hard that they want to succeed. There is no other way. So long as you hold this image that you are disadvantaged or something is lacking in your life, and for that matter, you do not have the right to be this or that, that is the self-image you hold in your mind. And that is the result you're going to produce outside, regardless of how hard work you'll be doing. This is the truth of life. The image that you hold about yourself, the concept that you hold about yourself determines who or what you will be. And so you will see that the self-sabotage, or we are self-sabotaging our lives, ourselves all the time, because we hold images that are not correspondent with what we are doing on the outside. And so we create discord. Our life is distorted. But the truth is, life is from within to the without. And for that matter, if you want to change your life, you go down at your subconscious level and flash out everything and get the right images into your mind. So if we take this even to our collective level, or maybe, our families, from individuals to the families and how we organize ourselves, the churches and the religions we belong to, you will see that this self-sabotage runs through. We have some practices, we have some beliefs that are self-sabotaging us, because some of these things present us that we are this or that. And the picture we are creating is that we are not at par, or we are disadvantaged. We are this and that. Therefore, we do not actually see ourselves to deserve the life that we live. But that is self-sabotage, because you are holding a very low esteem, or you are holding a very low image of yourself. But the Bible says that we are made in the image and the likeness of God. And even Jesus Christ at a point actually pointed out to the Pharisees that, is it not written in your law or in your scriptures that you are gods? As a person walking on this earth, you are made in the image and the likeness of God. And therefore, you are a God in an earthly body walking here. No human being is bigger or greater than you. And you are not bigger or greater than any human being. But we have unique abilities, unique goals, unique purposes on earth here. And if you are able to identify your purpose and walk in it, you will do exactly the same as whoever is doing in the other way. So the self-sabotage is the creation of image based on our societal beliefs, based on our religious beliefs, based on our circumstances, the current circumstances that we find ourselves in. If you are not able to stand up and declare that I have a divine right to be whatever thing I want to be, then you are self-sabotaging yourself. You are like the man who is trying to water his garden, but with a wheelbarrow on the water hose. You are stepping on your own progress. You are a unique individual, a complete human being, loaded with potentials and possibilities. But this will not come out until you take the right step and then affirm it into your life. There is nothing that is blocking you. There is nothing that is making you disadvantaged. Your current circumstances or your current situation are in your life because of your past wrong and distorted thoughts or the images that you are holding about yourself. As soon as you change them, all those will fade away and you will see the right and the appropriate images that you are sowing into your system. So when we talk of, as far as we don't have it, as for me, I am from a poor family. As far as we are this, we are that, we are that. And then people who are making it, people who are taking their divine right and progressing, we talk of them as arrogant. We talk of them as this and that. But that is not the truth. Life is a deliberate affair. And you have to make a deliberate effort to create your life that you want. And that is by holding the right image of yourself. Look in the mirror and declare to yourself, I am the child of God. I am a God in the skin. I am a God in an earthly body, working with my parent God to create a life that I want, and declare this into your life, and you will create it. Whatever you hold dearly in your mind becomes your reality. And the danger of this thing is that we use our conscious mind to dwell on these things, but the fact is that it sinks into our subconscious mind. So sometimes you will not even be aware. You have emotionalized this. You will not even be aware. So you are doing everything that you want to, or any human being can do on earth to succeed. But it is the other side of the story. Your result is the opposite. And that should tell you that there is something within you, and that thing has to be corrected. And that is in your subconscious mind until you go there to correct it and change that image by yourself. Go forward. This image could be coming from your family line, could be coming from your race, or whatever group of people that you belong to. It is your responsibility to make an effort to change it. That image that you hold about yourself defines your life, and there is no other way. But if you don't, and you keep on doing what all other people are doing, then let me remind you of the words of the writer of the book of Proverbs 14:12. It says, there is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. There are a lot of things that we are doing on earth here as part of our religious beliefs, as part of our culture and traditions that seems right. These are man-made codes, but they are going contrary to the laws of our being. And until we detach ourselves here, until we change it and begin to work and walk according to our laws, the laws that govern us, that we are unique and independent beings. We are one with God, and therefore, whatever we declare and decree on earth becomes our reality, and decree the right thing into our lives. We will keep on sabotaging our lives. So, if you go to church and you go and pray that, God, there are something, or you're going to pray that there are evil spirits hunting you, you are making yourself a victim. You have played yourself as a victim because you were created and made in the image and likeness of God without any limitation, without anyone to hurt you. But so long as you hold this image that you are a victim of the terror of evil forces, that is the image you hold yourself. You hold yourself bondage. In the same way, if you hold an image in your mind that your fellow human being has the power to thwart your effort, that is the image you are holding. You've placed yourself under that human being, and you will always be under the person. Life is a complete psychology. And until we become aware of this, until we become knowledgeable with the game of life, we will not go forward. We will always be thwarting our own efforts. Life is a deliberate affair, and we need to be knowledgeable. And once again, the book of Proverbs says that in all thy getting, get understanding. The whole human existence is psychology. And the whole human existence is about the thoughts that we cast upon issues. But as the images and the likeness of God, with clear mind, we are always have to take the higher way. Only talk about things that will bring fulfillment, improvement in your lives, but not those that will not bring anything. So if someone steps on your foot, the best way to look at it is to forgive the person and move on. Build your life and think of only the things that will bring improvement and progress in your life. The image you are holding is very important. And it is the same thing, as I said yesterday, it is the collection of the people in the family or the community or the nation or the race that comes together to form that group. And so long as this group has the same thought, the same belief that they are at a disadvantage because of this and that, those people are holding a low image of themselves, because every human being is made in the image and the likeness of God. And what is God? The collection of all of us put together, we form God, the body of God, because we are part of God. So if you think because of any other life experiences you are disadvantaged, if your society, if your clan, if your family, if your nation, if your race believes that Other people have done things to us, and therefore we are disadvantaged. And we need their apology. We need their reparation. We need their this. We are holding a low image of ourselves. And that is what is going to happen. So you look, if you take the whole world into consideration, any group of people that always work in a victimhood mentality doesn't go forward. No matter what, in the life of humanity, people have stepped on other people's toes. So it is races, so it is group of people, nations and other things. But the only way to move forward is to detach yourself from the past and recreate a new life. And when you create a new life and you become liberated, that is when you have freedom. You have complete liberation. But so long as we keep on holding on to the past and believing that because of our past, we are disadvantaged, so will it be, and so be it. And so when we bring it home to ourselves as Africans, as I have always been doing, and that is my main focus, that is my main purpose, to bring this from the individual level, and then we'll place it on our collective level. What is the image that we are holding in our minds as Africans? If I begin from the local communities, if you go to the chief and ask the chief, what is your vision? What is your goal for your community? The first thing that will tell you that as for us, we don't have it. We cannot do it. So we are praying that there will be help from somewhere. And that is the kind of image that we hold. That is the collective image of all Africans. And this thing runs through from the community to the government level, to the nations. There is nowhere in Africa that you go that someone will stand up and declare that, no, I am the child of God. I have the power to change this. I have the power to turn this around. No, we are looking for this. We are looking for that. And then we go back to the old issues because of colonialism, because of slavery, because of this, because of exploitation. And therefore, we are holding a low image of ourselves, but we are made in the image and the likeness of God with complete possibilities and potentials. We are living our potentials there. And therefore, you see that we are doing everything on the outer, but deep within the subconscious level of Africans, both individuals and the collective level, we believe that we are handicapped. We believe that unless a hand from somewhere comes to us, to our aid, we will not be able to move forward. And that is what we need to change. The human being is made with full potentials and possibilities. And these potentials and possibilities are on earth out of difficulties, out of challenges. And sometimes, if we are not responding to this, other people are brought from somewhere by the universe to wake us up. And it is when we wake up to the reality, the truth that even though it may seem that whatever other people are doing unto us, we need some justice from somewhere. But that is not the real justice. The real justice is to become awakened to whatever that is happening and use that as a motivation to liberate ourselves. We will keep on recreating all these things. So you see that in Africa, we are like, we are swatting at flies. When you are driving away flies, as soon as you get this one away, another one comes from this side. As soon as this one goes, this one comes from the back. This one comes from the right or left. As soon as this problem is gone, it doesn't even go away. As soon as we try to minimize it, then another one comes up. It's because we are holding a low image, self-image about ourselves. The image that you create. I am not talking about how you dress. I'm not talking about how we go about looking for money to build up growth, and that is not our self-image. These are what? Outer things. But the self-image we hold about ourselves, that whether we have the ability to do this and that, or whether we believe that we are at a disadvantage because of this and that is what I'm talking of. That's what I'm talking about. So always, Any group of people throughout the world that hold a victimhood mentality, they believe that they are disadvantaged, or um, they have gone through some experiences that they need the world's apology. They need the world's encouragement, comfort. Those people doesn't go anywhere. The world is is a place of psychology. The world is a place of, or the universe is a place of mental reflexes. And until we begin to understand how this game is played and play along it, we'll keep on beating about the bush, breaking our lives, breaking our backs, and doing all kind of things. What is the image that we are holding as Africans? What is the image that we are holding as Black people, both on the continent and in diaspora? There is nowhere that Africans will speak that we will not go back to past things. Yes, all these things have happened. No one can deny it. I cannot deny it. No other human being can deny it. But there is nothing we can do about it. And it is the same thing in your own life. You may be born in a village. You may be born to the poorest people on earth here. That is how you came. Nothing can be done about it. But so long as you are still sitting down, believing and confessing that for you, you were born into a poor family, therefore there is no way out for you, so shall it be. But if you can create the right image that poverty or no poverty, village or no village, education or no education, you have a role, you have a part to play in life on this earth. Believe it or not, that image that you've created in your subconscious, in your mind, that has sunk into your subconscious mind, will come to pass. However, it will come to pass, that one, I don't know, but God knows how to make it come to pass. And there are a lot of examples. People from nowhere rose to become world leaders. And it is about the image they hold themselves. Do not let your current circumstances cripple you. Do not let your current circumstances, bring you down. But look at life from the highest point of view and then move in that direction, that whatever you are going through are your own distorted images. But your business is to create new and beautiful and create powerful images to offset those ones for a new life. Build the right images. Be awakened to the truth. Self-image. There are a lot of literature about this topic. And my brother and sisters listening to me on this, I am appealing to you to dive into this. There is no way that you can become successful. There is no way that you can become whatever you want to achieve, except you deliberately creating that image. Imagine it, emotionalize it, live with it, dwell in it, take that to bed and sleep with it and wake up with it. Do this faithfully, regardless of whatever thing that you are going through now. Your image will come to your life as your own creation. And that is how a man or a woman makes his life. But so long as you keep on holding only negative and distorted images about yourself, confessing what you do have or what you have and you do not have, you keep on creating. You will mar your own life. So, once again, whatever we are being told that we have the right to do, we have the right to read and analyze all the bad things that people have done to us. On the human side, it sounds right. As the book of Proverbs says, there is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. Our leaders, as individuals, we can go on the international stage. We can stand on podiums and address other people how they are sabotaging us, how they are cheating us. And the moment we do that, we are making them higher and we are lower. And we will continue to be in that category. But if we will be conscious of this, and leave them alone, but go into our closets and begin to create and emotionalize the images to what we want to see. And as we take on we take the necessary steps on the altar, every action and our thoughts by the action of the universe will bring this to pass. And that is when we become complete freely, independent people, independent nation, independent race. There is no other way except this. Change your self-image. Change what you are holding in your mind. Collectively African, let us change the image that we hold ourselves. Let us let the past lie and let us create a new future. The future that we can leave behind for our children, our children's children. A future that our children can be boastful of it. A future that Africa will no longer be a continent that is full of only poor and impoverished people, but a continent that is blessed naturally and also in mind, that we are able to take our natural resources and turning them into usable goods and soaring. I mean, rubbing shoulders with all other people as it's supposed to be. This is the new way. And this is the new mindset. Believe it or not, you are born to create. You are born to conquer. You are made as an African to do whatever any other person in this world is doing. But it all begins from we being knowledgeable and having the understanding, the correct application of the laws that governs us. And when we come to this point, we have the power, we have the authority to stand up and declare into our lives that we are made in the image and the likeness of God. We are the children of God, and therefore we define our life and we mold and shape our life how we want it to be. And out of our problems, out of our difficulties, we found a purpose individually and collectively. And that is the Africa that God intended for the world. That is the Africa that the world is waiting for. That is the Africa that the world is waiting to welcome. And it is our duty, every young man or woman listening to me, my appeal to you is right from today, listening to my voice, change the image that you're holding in your mind about yourself. Stop telling yourself that you were born on the wrong side of life. Stop telling yourself, stop confessing that you were born to poor people. Yes, you were born to bring light in that village. You were born to bring something great from that, wherever you were born, whoever you were born to. But it takes determination, it takes knowledge, it takes wisdom. And therefore, let us begin to seek that wisdom. There are no greener pastures anywhere other than where we are, Africa. We have the greatest and the beautiful lands and mineral resources. We only need one thing, and that is using our minds to turn all this into usable goods. And that is the battle. That is the journey we are on. The time of sitting down and only lambasting, only begging, only asking other people is no more. But we have to ask ourselves and let our higher self reveal ideas and great things to us. And I know by the power of God in all of us, individually and collectively, we have already achieved it. Because when the carnal man says it cannot be done, the man with vivid and clear imagination and faith declares it is already done. And that is my message for you. I bring my message to an end. And my concluding words are this. And I re-quote the words of the book of Proverbs. That there is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. Change the image, change the concept that you hold about yourself. both consciously and subconsciously. Review and analyze all your beliefs, traditions, and whatever religious and whatever societal beliefs. Anything that positions you, anything that places you in a position or in a state that causes you to view yourself as ordinary, as below anyone, take that out of your mind, take that out of your life. But hold only one thought, and the thought is that you are a God walking on this earth, working or co-creating with our Father, our parent God, and to make the world a beautiful and a wonderful place. May the overshadowing presence of God that keeps the stars from falling on us, and that keeps the planets in their orbits from clashing with each other, keep you and lead you. Open your eyes and open your minds that you will see glimpse of truth that makes you, or that will make you, a man and a woman of substance that has been a pillar and a champion in building in the creation and the realization of the new Africa and the new black race. Once again, my name is Emmanuel Mensah, and I am a co-founder of the Eagle Mentality Group. At Eagle Mentality Group, we dedicate our lives and our resources, everything, towards the propagation of the message about the subconscious mind and universal laws. And we believe through this endeavor, we have created an Africa, a continent, and a race that befits the 21st century and beyond human beings. Thank you, and God bless you.